Hello, parents and caregivers. Keeping our little ones safe is our top priority. And today, we're diving into 10 essential safety tips every parent needs to know. Just like when we start renovating a house, we always prioritize the foundation first. Building a safe and loving home for your children is like laying a strong foundation for them to grow and thrive. From bath time to bedtime and everything in between, let's make your home the safest place it can be. I remember when my child was just a baby, and I felt like I was constantly looking out for potential dangers. It's a natural part of being a parent, wanting to protect your little ones from harm. That's why I'm excited to share these simple but effective tips that can make a world of difference in keeping your children safe and sound. Remember, it's often the little things that can have the biggest impact. Bath time should be a fun and relaxing experience for both you and your little ones. But water can also pose a risk. Never leave a child unattended in the bathtub. Even a small amount of water can be dangerous. Always test the water temperature with your wrist or a thermometer. Aim for around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Use spout covers to prevent bumps and accidental hot water. For pools, ensure a child-proof fence and constant supervision. There's nothing quite as peaceful as watching your little ones sleep soundly in their crib. Creating a safe sleep environment for your baby is essential. Bed sharing can feel cozy, but it's safer for your baby to sleep in their own space. Place your baby's crib or bassinet in your room for close supervision. Let's talk about the crib itself. Placing your baby on their back to sleep reduces the risk of SIDS. Keep the crib clear of stuffed animals and blankets to avoid suffocation risks. Use a fitted sheet only and save stuffed animals for playtime. Avoid crib bumpers as they can be dangerous. Ensure crib slats are no more than 2 3/8 inches apart. Check for recalls or safety certifications when shopping for a crib. Place the crib away from windows, blinds, and cords to prevent accidents. You know how much I love a good makeover, taking something old and making it new again? Well, when it comes to safety, we're not talking about makeovers, but we are talking about prevention. And one area where prevention is key is in preventing burns. We all have them. Hair straighteners, curling irons, those handy styling tools that help us look our best. But did you know that these tools can heat up to over 400 degrees Fahrenheit? That's hot enough to cause serious burns. Always unplug them immediately after use and store them in a heat-resistant container out of reach of children. And speaking of hot things, let's talk about the kitchen. The kitchen is the heart of the home, but it can also be a place where accidents happen. One of the most important things you can do is teach children that shiny objects like irons and stove burners are not toys. Consider using safety gates to keep children out of the kitchen while cooking. And when you are cooking, always use the back burners of the stove when possible, and turn pot handles inward so they're out of reach of curious hands. Now, those stove knob covers I mentioned earlier, they're not just for looks. Invest in some stove knob covers to prevent children from turning on burners. And lastly, be mindful of hot liquids like soups or coffee. Another crucial aspect of burn prevention is ensuring your smoke detectors are working properly. Regularly check and replace the batteries in your smoke detectors and practice fire drills with your family. Keep a fire extinguisher in key areas of your home and make sure everyone knows how to use it. Additionally, install carbon monoxide detectors to protect your family from this invisible danger. Create an emergency plan and ensure everyone knows what to do in case of a fire or other emergency. Teach your children the stop, drop, and roll technique in case their clothes catch on fire. Review your fire safety plan regularly and make sure everyone knows the escape routes. Consider investing in fire escape ladders for upper floors and ensure everyone knows how to use them. Practice fire escape drills regularly to ensure everyone can get out quickly and safely. Remember, prevention and preparation are key to keeping your family safe from burns and fires. Stay vigilant and proactive to ensure a safe environment for your loved ones. Small but mighty dangers: magnets and button batteries. You know how much I love finding hidden treasures at antique stores? Those little trinkets and gadgets from the past always fascinate me. But when it comes to our little ones, some things are best left undiscovered, especially tiny objects that can pose a serious safety risk. Magnets and button batteries might seem small and harmless, but they can be incredibly dangerous if swallowed. In fact, they can cause severe internal injuries within hours. That's why it's so important to store these items in a locked or high-up cabinet that children cannot access. Think of it like this. You wouldn't leave a precious family heirloom within reach of a toddler, right? You'd keep it safe and secure. The same goes for magnets and button batteries. Treat them like potential hazards and store them accordingly. If you suspect your child has swallowed a magnet or battery, seek emergency medical attention immediately. Time is of the essence in these situations, so it's best to act quickly and get professional help. Remember, prevention is key. Always keep these small but dangerous items out of reach. By taking these precautions, you can ensure a safer environment for your little ones. Sound the alarm. Smoke and carbon monoxide safety. You know that feeling you get when you walk into a room and just feel a sense of peace and security? That's the feeling I want every family to have in their home. And a big part of creating that safe haven is ensuring that you have working smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. Think of these alarms as your silent guardians, always on alert, ready to sound the alarm at the first sign of danger. Install smoke alarms on every level of your home, outside sleeping areas, and inside bedrooms. Remember, smoke rises, so having alarms on every level ensures that you'll be alerted no matter where the fire starts. And speaking of alarms, let's not forget about carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is often called the silent killer because it's odorless and colorless. That's why it's so important to have carbon monoxide alarms installed on every level of your home, especially near sleeping areas. And finally, let's talk about fire escape plans. Every family should have a fire escape plan and practice it regularly. Standing strong, preventing furniture and TV tip-overs. Finding sturdy, well-built furniture for the home is essential. Pieces that are built to last and can withstand the test of time. When it comes to furniture safety, especially with little ones around, sturdiness is key. You might be surprised to learn that unsecured furniture and TVs are a top cause of injuries in young children. But here's the good news. Preventing these accidents is often as simple as a few well-placed anchors or straps. Think of it like this. You wouldn't hang a heavy picture frame on the wall without using a sturdy hook and anchor, right? The same principle applies to furniture and TVs. Use wall anchors or anti-tip straps to secure these items to the wall, preventing them from tipping over if a child tries to climb or pull on them. And while we're on the subject of preventing climbing, let's talk about temptation. Avoid placing tempting items like toys or remotes on top of furniture or TVs. It's like ringing the dinner bell for a curious toddler. They see something they want, and they're going to find a way to get to it, even if it means climbing. Now, just like we regularly check our smoke alarms and change the batteries, it's important to give our furniture a safety check every now and then. Windows are another area of concern. Installing window guards can prevent falls and keep your child safe. Window locks are also a great addition to ensure windows can't be opened wide enough for a child to slip through. Regularly check these safety devices to ensure they are functioning properly. Remember, a safe home is a happy home. By taking these simple steps, you can create a safer environment for your little ones. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and keep your home a safe haven for your children. Buckle up for safety. Car seat. Safety 101. You know those road trips we love to take as a family? Piling into the car and heading out on an adventure? Well, before we hit the open road, we always make sure everyone is buckled up safely, especially the littlest members of our crew. Car seats are lifesavers, literally, but they can only do their job if they're installed correctly and used properly. Think of it like this. You wouldn't wear a seatbelt improperly, would you? It's the same principle with car seats. They need to be installed and used according to the manufacturer's instructions to provide the best possible protection. Now, I know car seat instructions can seem a bit like a foreign language sometimes, but trust me, they're worth deciphering. Take the time to read the manual carefully, or even better, visit a certified car seat technician for help with installation. They're like the car seat whisperers. They can make sure your car seat is installed correctly and answer any questions you might have. Speaking of getting things right, let's talk about choosing the right car seat. Just like our little ones grow and change, so do their car seat needs. Ensure the car seat is appropriate for your child's age, weight, and height. Creating a safe haven, your loving home. Well, there you have it, our top 10 essential safety tips for parents. I hope you found these tips helpful and feel empowered to create a safe and loving environment for your little ones. Remember, it's often the little things, those small but mighty changes, that can make the biggest difference. Which of these tips do you already follow? And which ones will you start using today? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let's share our experiences, support each other, and create a community where safety is always top of mind. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help other parents keep their little ones safe. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, navigating the joys and challenges of parenthood, one step at a time.